Do you have money in a bank account that's earning zero interest? If so, you should probably be invested in treasury bills instead. Today, I'm going to explain 1, what is a treasury bill, and 2, why you should probably be invested in them. Let's get started. First, what is a treasury bill? A treasury bill or bond is a loan you give the US government. Many people have heard of a CD, or a certificate of deposit. When you buy a CD, you're loaning money to the bank. The bank pays you interest on your CD, and at the end, your original amount, or principal, is also repaid to you. A treasury bill is essentially the same thing, except instead of the bank, it's the US government. Treasury bills are considered the safest investment in the world because if the US government stops paying its debt, the global financial system would collapse. On Wall Street, we call the interest rate on treasury bills the risk-free interest rate because they're guaranteed by the US government. These bills are safer than your bank account. So why are they an interesting investment? The current annual interest rate on a 1-year treasury bill is 4.8%. That means you can loan money to the US government for 1 year and be paid back your principal plus interest. That's pretty good considering mortgages were given out at 3% just 2 years ago. If you have a 3% mortgage, you should not accelerate paying it down. You should instead invest the cash at 4.8% in treasury bills and pocket the difference. Not only that, but you can buy very long-term treasury bonds. For example, you can buy a 20-year treasury bond today with a 4.35% interest rate. That's guaranteed 4+% for 20 years in the safest investment in the world. Keep in mind, most CDs don't last more than 5 to 10 years. So if you want to lock in a longer period of interest, you can instead use treasury bonds. Not only that, but buying a long-term treasury bond often has a higher dollar return than many other investments, such as annuities or life insurance. Finally, you don't have to pay state taxes on treasury bill interest. That can often make a treasury bill's interest rate competitive with a CD, so make sure you do the math. How do you buy a treasury bill? There are 2 ways. 1, if you don't care about locking in current interest rates for the long term, you can get exposure to treasury bills by owning a government money market ETF in any brokerage account. For example, the name of the money market fund in Fidelity is SPAX, S-P-A-X-X. It takes less than 5 minutes to switch your cash to a money market fund and can be the difference between 0 and 5% interest. 2, if you want to lock in current interest rates for the long term, such as 20 or 30 years, you can also often buy those treasury bills directly in your brokerage account. For example, I buy treasury bills directly in Fidelity and have set up an auto roll so that every time a treasury bill matures, my cash is automatically invested in a new treasury bill. This is also extremely easy to do. I hope this was helpful. Just remember, do not invest in anything that earns less than a treasury bill because it is the safest investment in the world. You can see what treasury bonds are earning at any point in time by going to US treasuryyieldcurve.com. Thanks for listening in. I'm Nick, and I've worked in finance for almost a decade. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and follow our channel for future videos. You can check out our WeChat group for more wealth and retirement tips. Talk to you next time. Bye.